There was a really, really unusually fun character that I played on NYPD Blue, this goth guy named Dio. And he had, he'd got all these like fake piercings, and he's this teenager, and he's hitting on the female cop. At one point, he has a pentagram on the inside of his palm that they made with like a black Sharpie. And I lick it. And I make up some satanic language, and I thought, that it's supposed to be like Latin or something. And I remember thinking, well, what do you have Latin words that I'm supposed to learn? And they're like, no, dude, just make it up. And I was like, oh, okay. It was the kind of thing where it was like, I licked the hand, and then I turned slowly towards the camera going, some crazy shit like that on an episode of your ABC network television hit, NYPD Blue. I made up the language.
And they can't take that away from you.
They can't.
They can't take that one away from you.
What are you doing with that? How much did you put on? Is this as bad as the bomb?
Nothing's as bad as the bomb.
All right. Get it good.
There you go. That's perfect.
I need people to like me. You know what I mean? Very.
If not, what's it all for,
Exactly. What the hell is this all for?
Cheers, Pedro. What a ride.
Had such a nice time. To a point.
I understand. I get it. Feeling it out. Looks like we're in a good place, though.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That's good. Oh, it's good.
All right, Pedro Pascal, to close things out, we talked about how the cinema was a place that you and your family could soak in pop culture, but I know that another formative experience for you was seeing live concerts. The first show that you went to with Iggy Pop and the Police, all the way, go ahead. Let that go. All the way to curling your lip and performing Billy Idol in the mirror. So to close things out, my question to you is this, with your brain on fire and mouth ablaze. Why is Prince's Purple Rain the song you'd most want to hear at your funeral?
It's my favorite song. It's the most moving song. I don't know why. It always emerges even before I actively just started implementing it into my spiritual routine, essentially. I didn't go to church. I was raised by HBO, Spielberg, and Prince. And for me, Purple Rain is like the most emotionally cathartic, the most musically sophisticated song that I can think of. If it's casually or spontaneously playing somewhere, I don't have emotional space to go there because it just moves me so deeply.
And what a way to go out and look at you, taking on the wings of death and still living to tell the tale. We can hold off on that funeral, Pedro Pascal. Now, there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you.
Live another day.
This camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
What do I have going? Okay, I would say that there's a gap in between my back molar and my front tooth. That's where the chicken gets stuck, and it continues to sort of burn. But I've gotten to the point, you should know this too, that I'm used to the sensation of my jaw having been melted away by battery acid, maybe. And then I think I'm going to go to the Whitney Museum this afternoon, unless I shit myself. Goodbye. Okay.
You did so good. You did so good.
Do you want to feel like real wet?
Yeah.
Like that's wet.
That's yeah.
Like full on tears that come from the side of your head.
Well, it won't be in vain because you crushed it.
Oh, thanks, man.